Welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and as you can tell from the countdown clock here, the lesson is about to begin. If this is your first time playing piano, welcome. I'm very excited for you. You're going to do great. Hopefully you already received from us the welcome packet in the mail, and maybe you even got started on the Absolute Beginners video pack to teach you the names of the notes and things like that. But if not, that's fine. You'll do great. I'll show you how to play all the notes. And if I'm going too fast for you, you can always pause the video or rewind it and go over the more difficult parts. You can always pause the video or rewind it and go over the more difficult parts. And even if you only learn a little bit of this song and you don't learn the whole thing, you'll still learn enough to help you build skills so you can learn other songs faster in the future. So jump in, give it a try. You're bound to end up at least a little bit better than you even are right now. Throughout the lesson, I may refer to Glopple Academy, and you can check out that link on the website if you want. Basically, it's a program that takes you all the way from learning the names of the notes, the very beginning, through 12 levels of classical and jazz music, through all the skills that you would need to become a professional pianist. So you would learn all the same stuff that you would learn if you're taking regular traditional piano lessons, probably plus a little bit more, but it takes about 5 to 10 years to complete. So you can just try out the first level, see if it's the kind of thing that you like, or if you just care about today's lesson and learning this song, then just ignore all those references and focus on today's lesson. If you're watching this at LearnPianoLive.com, there should be a PDF and an MP3 button right next to this video. The MP3 is a play-along track that you can use to practice more after the lesson, but a lot of students like to print out the PDF right now so they have it during the lesson. Careful, it could be up to like 30 pages, so just find the couple pages that you want and print those out. If you decide not to, that's fine. I'll show you all of the notes on screen as we go through it. And we will be going through 5 different levels of this song that all use the same play-along track. So even if you've never played piano before, you'll still be able to do level 1. And then as we go through level 2, 3, 4, and 5, then when we use that same play-along track, you just keep playing your same version. If you're watching this lesson in the archives and you have a question during the lesson, then feel free to click on that survey button. And at the end of the survey, there's a place for you to ask your question, and I will do my best to get back to you with the answer to that question. But if you're with us live as we're recording this today, then feel free to click on that chat button, and you can talk with all the other students who are logged in during the live lesson. And if you have a question about the lesson, then you can just go ahead and type that into the box that says, Ask Jamin a question, and we will do our best to answer that question live in the lesson. All right, I think that's the end of the boring stuff. I'm ready to learn a song. Stay tuned at the end of the lesson and I'll show you how to win more points and earn more prizes next week. But for right now, let's get this party started. Welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and this is Nifty Nika, and this is her first time being the in-studio student. She has played some songs before, but I gotta warn you, this is the hardest song we've ever done. It's crazy, crazy hard. So today we're just gonna learn a few of the notes. You, my friend, are going to just learn the beginning part. We'll play it together on level 3 and level 5. You at home should have your PDF open, and this is our moderator, the incomparable Kendra.
Guess what? I got to see the new Nutcracker in the Four Realms movie just yesterday. It was so good.
Okay, so thank you. I didn't even explain why in the world I'm dressed like a mouse. I didn't know there's a Rat King.
Yeah.
Okay, in the Nutcracker movie that the song is from.
Yes.
So we're doing the one that goes boom, dun, 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 dun. I can play the song, but I don't know the
movie Nutcracker.
You're what?
My friend told me that the Nutcracker is coming up.
Yes.
I never noticed the song. I never saw the movie in my whole entire
Right.
life.
Well, now when you watch the movie, you'll notice, hey, that's that song that I can play now. So you're going to learn the song. And Kendra, tell us about our weekly activity before we get started.
All right.
Told me
Yeah, so this week is the bass clef dice, and you just cut out the dice and tape them together so you can test yourself on the bass clef. And tag Learn Piano Live when you post a picture on Facebook or Instagram for 150 bonus points from our mascot penguin Clopple.
Wonderful. Okay, so we've got a lot of notes to work on today, and of course, Clopple, yes, I know.
Oh, and I think, someone in the chat says it's the Mouse King, not the Rat King.
The Mouse King?
I got that wrong.
Sure,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of
I don't
dancing.
know.
It's hard to pay attention that long.
King.
I am a king.
Oh,
We have that part right.
I had to say I knew you were a mouse.
A mouse.
Yes.
Okay, well, this nose I think fits better. If it was a Rat King, I'd have to have a bigger nose. Clopple's going to be really impatient if we don't want some notes, so you need to go in the other room and learn your song. See you later. You all need to have your PDF open, and hopefully we can get started on some of these notes. So first thing we're going to play is a C. So we're starting off with a nice, easy note. This shouldn't be too difficult at all. And we're going to find any group of 2 black notes like those ones right there. And if you just take the bottom note and drag it down 1 note, you'll always land on a C. So we're going to play a C, and then we're going to go from C down 2 notes. So we're going to go to the left 2 notes, from there down to there. So if we play C and down 2 notes, we land on an A and back to C. Then we're going to go over again, but we're only going to go 1 note this time. And that's the beginning part, candy canes, and after that is where it all gets crazy. So if you look back here on our chart at the beginning, this is stuff for teachers, but if you take a look at it, out of 10 points, this is a 7.5 difficulty playing the right hand stuff. The left hand, out of 10 points, it's a 14 point. That's not even possible. So this is a really, really tough song if we're going to start adding in left hand. So if you're only doing right hand, this will be like one of the harder songs you've ever done. But if you start adding in left hand, it's going to be insane. So if you just learn that first part, that's plenty to practice right there. Candy canes, and we need to know what 3 symbols mean. This one right here is a flat sign. It looks like someone took a lowercase b, like a B, and then just flattened the bottom part of it. So that is a flat sign. It means slightly lower. So when it says A flat, like it does right here, we're not going to play A like we did before. We're going to play slightly lower. So that's a flat sign. This is the never mind sign. That one right there means natural. So it means not sharp, not flat, just a regular old A. So this one right here is going to be an A flat. This one right here is going to be an A. So maybe that's all you practice and you start getting used to seeing flat signs and natural signs. If we played all of those notes, it would be candy canes and snowmen. There we go. We played an A flat and an A. There's still one more note coming up over here. This hashtag right here with all the pointy edges is a sharp sign, and it means the opposite of a flat sign. So right here, normally we would play like an F, but in this case, since it's an F sharp, we're going to play slightly higher, just a little bit to the right. So we're going to take that F and we're going to raise it just a little bit. That right there is an F sharp. So these first lines here would be candy canes and A flat, snow, men, A natural, and then 3 G's. That's just the 1 note down, 1 note to the left. Fireplace, and then we get 3 F sharps all in a row. Christmas wreaths, and you might recognize this symbol right here, the nevermind symbol, the natural symbol, which means just regular old F, not sharp, not flat, regular old F. And then this one right here, if you learned up to here, my goodness, you have already learned a lot of the song. This is all going to repeat later. That's going to really pay off. And this is all most people know of the song anyway. So if you just played that much, people are like, hey, I think that's the whole Nutcracker theme. So we're going to play an E. It's 1 note to the left of F. Jump up to an A, down to an F, up to an A, E. So we got an A in between, the Fs, and the E's. That's that whole thing right there. So if we play all of those, well, let's try it with the track. I think you'll recognize the track when you hear the beginning of it. It sounds like this. So we wait for all this. We're going to start on a can right here. And it would go something like this. It's kind of fast. Candy canes and snowmen, fireplace, Christmas wreaths, jingle bells, gingerbread men too. Okay, so there's so much there that I don't think we're even going to worry about going through each of the rest of the notes note by note. I knew it. Okay, so so there's a lot of notes that we did not get to, but since you know the flat symbol and the natural symbol and the sharp symbol, you'll be able to figure out all the rest of the notes. It's going to take a lot of practice to get it up to speed. I will tell you, though, that once you get down to here, right here, the whole thing repeats. So no matter how many notes you know, even if you only know one note or two notes, you can play it right here. It is just the best time of the year, bringing cheer far and near, and the ones you love. That all right there is a repeat of this section that we just learned up here. So if you learned any of those notes, they're going to come back. Let's try it one time through with the track. I'm going to play all of the notes that you don't have to worry about. And if you do know some of the beginning notes, try to get that repeat when we come back. Good luck to all of us. Here we go. Start on in a C. We gotta wait for the beginning part. This is called the introduction. And here we go. Ready? And candy canes and snowmen, fireplace, Christmas wreaths, jingle bells, gingerbread men too, Christmas scarves and mittens, woolen hats, fuzzy boots, Christmas trees, and the mistletoe. Here we go, the repeat part. It is just the best time of the year, bringing cheer far and near, and the ones you love. It's the eggnog and the Yule log. This is Christmas. It's Christmas. Yeah, lots and lots of notes, but it is time for our feature of the day. This week, it's an important did you know that usually when we do classical music, it's like someone wrote some classical piece and then someone else took that classical piece and they used it for something else, and then we know about it from that. Like all the wedding march and the canon in D and all that stuff wasn't actually written for the original purpose. This was actually written for the thing that we've heard it from. We've heard it from the Nutcracker, and it was written for the Nutcracker by a guy named Tchaikovsky. If you are a member of Music Lessons in a Box, you are already getting those composer cards, and coming up soon is one of the composer cards for Tchaikovsky, so you'll learn a lot more about him, but that's how you say his name, and this is one of the few songs that we get to play that's actually from the original thing, and it's time to move on to level 2. So sadly, the lesson preview has come to an end, and it's time to say goodbye to everyone watching the free streams. Of course, paying subscribers at learnpianolive.com can continue watching this lesson and several hundred others like it in the archives. So come on over and check us out, and if you like what you saw, at least like and subscribe, and then tell your friends to head on over to learnpianolive.com to start enjoying this journey with us.
Transitioning to Level 2. This may be confusing to Level 1 students, so please continue to practice the Level 1 version, or visit learnpianolive.com/level2 for a detailed explanation on how to level up.
Okay, so if you thought level 1 looked scary, level 2 is even worse, even though it's the same exact notes. So it's not actually scarier to play, but to look at. This thing right here is just a beast. Couple things you need to know. If you're in Clopple Academy level 3, you're already doing this stuff, but this right here is called 2/4 time, and so that's also sometimes called half time or cut time, but it shouldn't be, because that should be 2/2 time. But sometimes that it gets that name. And then these guys over here, you already know these are eighth notes. That means that they're going to be fast. These things right here are 16th notes, because the difference between those two notes is that these ones over here have 2 bars on them. Those are 16th notes. Those are going to be twice as fast is a crazy fast eighth note. So those are going to be kind of insane. And then the last things we need to know about are, I guess it's the sharps and the flats and the naturals, and we already did those, which is really good news because we need lots of practice on this. So let's try it again with the track. Let me show you where the repeat parts are. Candy Canes is right there. That's the beginning of the song. And then It Is Just the Best Time. That's where the repeat happens right there. So if you're on level 1, of course, just keep playing your version. And level 2 people, try to get as many of the notes as possible. Here we go. We wait for the intro. Boom, jump, boom, jump. Start on this C. Here we go. Ready? And let's go. Candy canes and snowmen, fireplace, Christmas wreaths, jingle bells, gingerbread men too. Christmas scarves and mittens, woolen hats, fuzzy boots, Christmas trees and the mistletoe. And the beginning, here we go. It is just the best time of the year, bringing cheer far and near, and the ones you love. It's the eggnog and the Yule log. This is Christmas. It's Christmas. Yes. Okay, so many notes in there. Hopefully you're starting to get that. Hey, I'll hurry up. Hopefully you're starting to get the repeat part. So even if you are missing a bunch of these notes in here, that's totally reasonable. All in here. If you miss all of that, just make sure you join us again on It Is Just the Best Time of the Year. So whatever notes you have, we're going to get 2 opportunities to play them on this one time through the track. Here we go. Here we go. And 1, 2, ready, and candy canes and snowmen, fireplace, Christmas wreaths, jingle bells, gingerbread men too. Christmas scarves and mittens, woolen hats, fuzzy boots, Christmas trees and the mistletoe. Here we go, the repeat, and it is just the best time of the year, bringing cheer far and near, and the ones you love. It's the eggnog and the Yule log. This is Christmas. It's Christmas. Okay, tons and tons of notes, but it's one of my favorite parts of the lesson. It's time for mailbag.
If you'd like to win an extra 750 points by being the mailbag winner, just fill out the survey at the end of the lesson or send us a message anytime during the week using the contact button at the top of the page.
This week it's from Willowwood, who says, Dear Jamin, what was your job before you taught piano? Well, actually, teaching piano was my very first job, but I've had lots of other jobs, too, while I've been teaching piano. So, like, I worked at Starbucks and stuff. And one of the most interesting jobs was I got to work with, like, teenagers who had to go to court, and I would go to court with them and help them out there. So that was my most recent not music job that I had. But now I get to do this all the time, and this is a ton of fun. So let's level up.
Transitioning to level 3. This may be confusing to level 1 and 2 students. Please continue to practice your own level or visit learnpianolive.com/level 3 to understand how this level works.
All right, level 3. Here we go. We're going to add in some left hand. If you're usually like, oh yeah, level 3, this is easy, I can do it, maybe just stick with level 2 for this one song. If you're on level 4, maybe try out level 3. This is lots and lots and lots and lots of just really seemingly random notes. Now, if you're in Claflin Academy level 6, you're already doing like chorale analysis and stuff of Bach songs. So you can kind of like figure out why these notes are moving to the places that they're moving. But Yeah, for just the normal, regular piano player person, this just seems random. So it's going to be an A, and then let's just try it with the track. I'll call them out as I go and try. No, I'm going to say the words so you know where in the world that I am, and then if you want to play along with my left hand, if you're on level 3, then you can just watch what my left hand is doing or read your music. Here we go. Let's try it with the track. We get to learn this intro on level 4, by the way. Here we go. Ready? And candy canes and snowmen, fireplace, Christmas wreaths, jingle bells, gingerbread men too. Christmas scarves and mittens, woolen hats, fuzzy boots, Christmas trees, and the mistletoe. It is just the best time of the year, bringing cheer far and near, and the ones you love. It's the eggnog and the Yule log. This is Christmas. It's Christmas. Yeah, so seemingly just like random, totally nonsensical notes. I will point out... I had a feeling. I will point out, though, before we do this our last time through, that anytime you have a note that moves, like by a fifth, if you're like doing level 4 stuff, you'll probably recognize perfect fifths. Like from this note to this note, you'll notice this one's on a space and it skips over a space and moves down to the next space. Anytime that happens, it's called a fifth, and those are really common movements. So going from that one right there is a pretty common movement. That one right there is a pretty common movement. Even though they're uncommon notes, the move is a really common move. All right, so if that made any sense, great. If not, that's cool. Let's just try this again. Same exact thing, and then we'll be checking in with Nifty Nika. Ready? We wait for this intro. Boom, jump, boom, jump, boom, jump. I'm going to do left hand. Here we go. And candy canes and snowmen, fireplace, Christmas wreaths, jingle bells, gingerbread men too. Christmas scarves and mittens, woolen hats, fuzzy boots, Christmas trees, and the mistletoe. It is just the best time of the year, bringing cheer far and near, the ones you love. It's the eggnog and the Yule log. This is Christmas. It's Christmas. Ha 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 ha. All right, it's time to check in with Nifty Nika. Come on over, friend. You were practicing?
Yes.
That's wonderful. This song takes a lot of practice.
First, I looked at the video,
Yes.
and then because it was hard
Yes.
to see where the notes were.
Yes, it's hard to see where the notes are. I totally agree. Yes.
It was on the lowest though.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I'm going to have you play it right here. Do you know what your first note is of the song? What's your first note?
It's C.
Show me a C.
I think I remember where.
Yes, cool. And you know that one is a do, right? Because you remember all of your notes by do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, which is pretty cool.
Should I do it with this hand?
Sure. You can use any hand you want. That's great. Go ahead. Try that one. Candy. Yeah. Okay, cool. We're going to go from this one to that one.
I know.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
when I done doing this part and then
Uh-huh.
I repeat, but
Uh-huh.
this part
Uh-huh.
has to be
A B. You got it. So we're going to just try those first notes. Candy. Oh, close. That's the second part. So from a C down 2 notes. Can. D. Oh, that was skipping over 2 notes. We want that one right there. Nice. Can, D. Nice. Canes. And is that one? Yes. Cool. Nice job. Let's just try those 4 notes again. Have a seat right here so they can see your hands. Let's try that again. I'm going to play this part right here.
Ready and go. Candy canes, and that's it. You got it. When you come back on level 5, I want you to try to get in snowmen if you can. So when you come back, we'll try to play candy canes and snowmen. Do you think you can work on that while you're practicing out there?
When I was trying to do it with the video,
Yes.
the video went a little faster.
So fast. It's so fast.
And
Yes.
then I saw Clapple interrupting 2 times.
I know Clapple's so impatient. He's probably being impatient right now, which is why you need to point at them and say, let's level up.
Let's level up.
Wonderful.
Transitioning to level 4. This may be unsettling to lower levels. Please continue to practice your own level, or visit learnpianolive.com/level 4 for an in-depth explanation on how to conquer this level.
Did I mention it's a really, really, really tough song? My goodness. But she's doing great. She already has the... So we just got to add in a couple more notes. Now we're going to go on to level 4. So level 4, this this is insanity. We've never had so many chords before. And so instead of like on this page, I think there were 15 different chords. I just gave you the 6 most common chords, and I want to show you how to build these. Now, if you're in Clapple Academy level 3 or higher, you already know how to build all these chords. So when you see something like this, A dim, you know that means A diminished, and that means you're supposed to go to an A and then go up 3 half steps, 1, 2, 3, and then go up 3 half steps, 1, 2, 3, right there. That's an A diminished because we started on an A and we used the pattern for a diminished chord, which is up 3 half steps and up 3 half steps. That's the same pattern that you would use for every single diminished chord, and there are tons of them. So here's another one, B dim. So that's going to be a B diminished chord, which means we're going to go to a B, and we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, and then go up 1, 2, 3. That right there is a diminished chord. And for this song only, if you want to, you can add in another 1, 1, 2, 3 on top of that for most of your diminished chords. So you can play a 4-note chord if you want, or you can just leave it with the 3. That's fine. But there's another one of these. Let's see here. B flat dim right there. B flat diminished. So we go to B flat and we go 1, 2, 3. And then we go 1, 2, 3. And then if you want to, you could go 1, 2, 3. And play that. That's a B flat diminished chord. So many diminished chords. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to call out the chords as we go. You also have all of these notes in here if you want to. We start out with, it's just a bunch of A's in the left hand. So A and A. If you can't reach an octave, that's fine. Just play 1 A, probably the lowest A actually. That'd be great. So you're just going to play that a whole bunch. And then your right hand gets to play up here. That thing. That thing. That thing. That's a lot of fun. A D sharp, an F sharp, and a C sharp, or a C natural. And then we're going to play a G sharp and an F and an E, or D. Sorry, that thing right there, which is our B diminished chord. That's the beginning thing, and then I'm just going to play the chords and try to call them all out as we go through it. If you're on level 1 through 3, ignore all of this and just play your own version as we play the track. Good luck to all of us. Here we go, and A minor, D minor, A minor, B diminished, A diminished, B diminished, A minor, D minor, A minor. F over E, D diminished, A minor, A diminished, C sharp diminished, B, E, B, E. A minor, D minor, A diminished, B diminished, A diminished, B diminished, A minor, D minor, A minor. B, E, A, not minor, D, G, C, E, A minor. Yikes. Yikes. Okay, one more time. Yeah, I had a feeling. Okay, so the one we didn't talk about real quick here is this F over E flat. So it's just a regular F chord. If you're on level 4, you've played an F chord a whole lot, but instead of playing an F down here, we play an E flat down here, because that's what F over E flat means, is the E flat is on the bottom, and we have an F over it, or on top. So F over E flat. That's the only one that we didn't talk about. Let's try it one more time. If you're on level 1 through 3, play your version. Don't attempt any of this. This is terrifying. Here we go. Oh, that's right. We know this already. If we're on level 4. Oops, I played it wrong. D minor, A diminished, B flat diminished, A diminished, B diminished, A minor, D minor, A minor, E, F over E flat, B diminished, A minor, A diminished, C sharp diminished, B, E, B, E, A minor, D minor, A diminished, B diminished, A diminished, B diminished, A minor, D minor, A minor, B, E, A, D, G, C, E, A, minor. That is a lot of chords. If you just learn one or two of those, or if you don't learn any of them, but you just learn how to build diminished chords, all that is great stuff that you're learning. So keep up the good work. There's a couple other things we haven't really talked much about, but it's not information that most people need. It's really secret information.
Secret information.
Well, that's not really very different, is it? We have some top secret information here that you need to know. Apparently, some mouse kings have noses on their necks. Who would have guessed? Learn something new every day. No, really, the secret information that I have from Clapple is that the song is not in the key of G, like we've already said that it is. It's not in the key of C, and it's not really in the key of G. It's in a relative of G. So on level 4B, we always do this thing where we put it in the right key, but this is not the right key. It's the key of E minor. So the key of E minor has all the same notes as the key of G. The key of E minor would have one sharp, and it'd be F. And the key of G would have one sharp, and it would be F. But in the key of E minor, you'd occasionally have also a D sharp, which you wouldn't have in the key of G. So that's the difference between the key of E minor and the key of G. This one, as you can tell, has lots of sharps and flats, so it's not really the key of G. It's actually the key of E minor. Let's see what else we have here. We also have, yes. Okay, so there's this thing that's going on in the left hand. A bunch of lies are happening here with the chords, because I'm telling you over here that right here you're supposed to play an A minor and a D minor and an A diminished and a B diminished, but that's kind of a lie because the left hand is playing C's this whole time. Whenever we change chords in the right hand, but we leave the left hand the same, that's called a pedal point or a pedal tone or a pedal note. It just means that it doesn't have anything to do with the pedals actually at all. It just means that you're going to be playing the same note down here. So when we play that whole thing, this isn't really part of the chord. This is just a pedal tone. So it's actually A minor over A, D minor or B diminished over A diminished over A, B diminished over A. So all of that is called a pedal point. I think there was one more thing in here really quick. Oh, that's right. Okay, most people don't know this. I don't even think you learned this in Clapple Academy really until like level 8 or 9 or something like that. But whenever you are like trying to sing a song and there's a part where there's like you can't really there's nothing to sing, but you really want to sing something else, that's a thing called counterpoint. So that means whenever we have this thing that thing you really, really want to sing, dum 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 dum, that's called counterpoint. It means that there's really actually two melodies going on at the same time. There's not just one melody, it's two melodies, but they're layered on top of each other. So that's the other thing. So once again, our three things we're really in the key of E minor. We have something called counterpoint in there, and there's something called a pedal tone in there. That's all the secret information that I got, which means it's time for us to level up.
Transitioning to level 5. This may be terrifying to lower levels. Please continue to practice your own level or visit learnpianolive.com/level5 for training on how to survive this level.
Alrighty, let's try level 5. This is going to be all numbers. So instead of calling this a C here, we're actually going to call this a number 1. And the numbers would look like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So if we follow the numbers on level 5, this stuff, of course, gets crazy. It would go 1, 6, 1, 7, flat 6, natural 6, 5, 5, 5, sharp 4, sharp 4, sharp 4, 4, 4, 4. However, as we already said in the secret information part, this thing is not supposed to be in the key of C. It's actually supposed to be in the key of G. Unless you're paying attention, then you really know it's the key of E minor. But the key of G would look something more like this, where we have 1, the G is a 1, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Now if we play those same exact notes, then this is the way that Tchaikovsky actually wanted it. It'd be 1, 6, 1, 7, flat 6, 6, 5, 5, 5, sharp 4, sharp 4, sharp 4, 4, 4, 4. So like that would be the key of G. But everybody else has been practicing so hard on this crazy tough song in the key of C. We should go back to the key of C. And down here, just all you need to know is that is a diminished sign. So if you have a 6 diminished, that means you're going to go up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then use the same formula that we talked about before. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That would be a diminished 6 chord because we started on the 6 and we used the diminished formula. My goodness, lots of other stuff in here. We've got a major symbol right there. So normally we'd have a 7 chord would be like that, but in this case we're going to have the major pattern, which is root plus 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 1, 2, 3. Of course, there's plenty of other places to find that information too if you're on level 5. Right here, this is super weird. We have a sharp 1. So you're going to go to 1. You're going to play a sharp 1 and then use the diminished pattern 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That is a sharp 1 diminished. All right, I'm going to try to play the right hand numbers before we check in with Nifty Nika again, see if she's got a couple extra notes. I'm going to try to call out the numbers as we go. Play whatever version you've been working on. Here we go. And here we go. Good luck. 1, 6, 1, 7, flat 6, 6, 5, 5, 5, sharp 4, sharp 4, sharp 4, 4, 4, 4, 3, 6, 4, 6, 3, 1, 6, 1, 7, 4, 4, 3, 1, 1, 1, 7, 7, 7, 6, 6, 6, flat 6, 7, 6, 7, flat 6, whoa. 1, 6, 1, 7, flat 6, 6, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4. Sorry, that was a sharp 4. 3, 6, 4, 6, 3. 6, sharp 4, 6, flat 6. 5, 3, 5, sharp 4. 4, 2, 4, 3. Sharp 5, 6, 6. Oh my goodness. Nifty Nika, come on over, friend.
I got my wand.
Oh, you forgot your wand? Oh, we'll need to pick it up in between this and our raffle. But let's check out our new notes. Yes?
I practiced 2 times again.
Yes! Okay, cool. Well, let's try it. That's your first note. Uh-huh. How does it go? Go ahead. Nice! And then the next thing is that flat, that A flat in there. Let's try to get that one in there too.
And I thought this was the A.
That is the A flat. You did a great job. Uh-huh. Snow, and then drag it up. Men. Uh-huh, snowmen. Let's try that again. You can play along too at home if you want. Let's try it. Ready? And wait. And here we go. Candy. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. No, you're doing great. Candy, canes, and snow.
Can I try again?
Sure, absolutely. You can always try again. Ready, set, and go. Candy canes and snowmen. You did it. If you go down one note from there, you'll have fireplace. That would be the whole first line. I think we should try to get the whole first line before we go. Can we try it? Can we try it?
No.
Oh, okay. Ready, set. Because you practiced. Absolutely.
Try
Okay, we'll try it one more time. Ready, set, go. Candy, canes, and snowmen. Move down one note and play it 3 times. Fireplace. You did it. You did it. You did the whole entire first line, and you only had like 20 minutes to practice. Hopefully you have some of the notes at home too. It's time to find out who won the raffle. Let's find out right now. way to go. Next week, we're doing bare necessities. Jungle Book. It's a ton of fun. Love you. See you later. Bye.
Hey, great, you're still here, so you must want more. Well, I've got 4 things for you: archives, practice tips, points, and jokes. First of all, if you didn't like this week's song, I'm sorry, and you can always go to learnpianolive.com/next song and vote for what our next song should be. And right now, you can go to the Kids Lesson Archives and just pick a different song and work on that this week. Now, you probably don't have the whole song down yet, so what you can do is, this helps a lot of people, just next time, pretend that you're the in-studio student and that in level 3 and level 5, we're gonna be checking in with you, and you've gotta play at least some of the songs. I find that my students that come in and they're the in-studio students, they actually learn the songs way faster than they learn their regular songs I give them in their regular lessons. So if you just pretend that you're the in-studio student and that someone's gonna be watching you, then that might help a lot. Also, you have the practice log that you can send in for extra points, and that can help you practice. And there's the daily challenge where you get extra points for logging your practice time there as well. Just click on daily challenge and it will play a video that doesn't have any sound really. You just practice, and then every now and then you'll hear a sound like this.
The number 7.
And then once you collect all of the letters and numbers, then you just put them in and you submit that, and you get points for doing that, and you get better because in between all those letters and numbers, you're practicing your song from the week. Of course, once you know the song, then definitely record yourself on your mom's cell phone or on your tablet or on whatever, and use the video submission button, and so you can send us your video that way and get points for that as well. You might even become the featured video for the week. All right, so let's move on to points. Here's the different ways you can get points. You can get up to 50 points just for participating in the chat in the live lesson. You get 300 points on top of that if you are the person in the chat room that week who makes the most helpful comments during the chat. That daily music challenge thing that I told you about, every day when you click on that and you submit the secret code, 150 points just for doing that. Every song comes with a practice log, and if you fill that out and have your parents sign it and you send that in, that's worth 300 points right there. Each week on Facebook and in the email that we send you, we give you a new weekly activity. It's just a fun little maze or puzzle or something to do. Doesn't really have much to do with music, but it does have something to do with that week's song, and it has something to do with getting you 150 points. Then if you click on survey at the end of the lesson and you fill that out and give us some feedback about the song, then we've given out up to 500 points before for great comments and feedback in the survey. Of course, submit your videos of you playing. Almost every video that gets submitted earns at least 200 points, even if it's not perfect. I guess work on it a little bit, but I'm just saying it doesn't have to be perfect. Here's another one. Every single month at learnpianolive.com/contest, we have a contest and usually give out at least 400 points, and oftentimes there are other gift cards and other prizes included in that contest. Okay, now we're getting into some big numbers. If you ever go to a concert that is classical music or it's classic jazz, which means like swing and bebop and stuff like that, you can ask your parents if it's a classic jazz concert. Then you get 500 points just by having your parents let us know what concert you attended. Now I keep asking you to send us your videos, and almost always you get points right up front for submitting those videos. Don't forget to put the legal disclaimer on your video. You have to say at the beginning, this is for use at kidlearnpianolive.com. But here's an additional way to pick up 750 points. If later on, a month down the road, a year down the road, 5 years down the road, if one of the videos that you submit to us ever gets 1,000 views, send us the link to your video. We will give you 750 points. Okay, but is there anything that I could do that's worth thousands of points? Yes, there is. If you're in Copple Academy, every time you go from level 1 to level 2, or level 2 to level 3, every single time you level up, you get 3,000 points. And that's not even the biggest one. You get 5,000 points every single time someone signs up for KidsLearnPianoLive.com and they say that you are the one who sent them here. Okay, last thing before I say goodbye, for real. I told you that I would tell you my favorite joke, and here it is. A butcher backs up into his meat grinder and gets a little behind in his work. Gets a little behind in his work because he's a butcher. It's funny. Trust me. It's awesome. If you didn't think it was funny, that's fine. But go to learnpianolive.com/jokes and you can see some of our students' favorite jokes and you can submit your own. I think that's finally it. I will see you in another live lesson. Love ya. Good luck. Have fun.